We're just two friends who love the movies, call each other every morning.
Hey, good morning, man.
Hey man, it is a good morning.
Yep, heading to work. Heading to work. Just Wednesday. I can't believe, man. I can't believe it's already halfway through the week.
Happens every week, man.
I know, but like, I don't know why, but ever since like our work has been picking up,
Yeah.
like I've had to do a lot more work. Like the days just go by quicker and quicker, man. But dude, before we get into the our topics or our topic that we were going to talk about. I was rewatching Tron Legacy last night in
Oh yeah.
preparation for Tron Ares. I know we talked off air a little bit uh, about Tron Ares, but dude, Tron Legacy, the visuals and the score for that movie are still incredible. Like
If you say
aside,
so, man.
yeah, aside from young Jeff Bridges CGI face, which is terrible. Um, that movie and the music by Daft Punk is like, wow, it's one of the greatest soundtracks I've ever heard in a movie. Um, so I just want to throw that out there. I mean, the story is basic, but everything else is just top tier. So I plan on watching Tron Ares. I'm gonna try to watch it with Levi and my brother Angel this weekend. Um, but yeah, so hopefully I'll get a by next week I'll get a review of Tron Ares.
Cool,
um,
yeah.
but leads me to the second thing I wanted to say was you messaged me yesterday. You asked me what did you say about I finally watched a bad movie.
No, I just saw you gave 2.5 stars to something. It's a little unusual.
Yeah, the Skeleton Key. Have you seen? Well, I don't think you've seen that, right?
No, I haven't seen it.
So, dude, 2005, Kate Hudson. It's a horror movie, right? Um, it has such a great twist at the end that it almost redeems the movie.
Oh yeah, that's what I usually don't even pull open reviews that for movies I haven't seen, but for some reason I did, and I saw that like the first thing you said on the 2.5 star movie was a compliment.
It was a compliment. Yeah, it's a great ending, man. Great twist. But the reason why I gave it 2.5 out of 5 is because it commits the ultimate horror movie sin. Do you know what that is?
I do not. It's not
Okay,
scary.
exactly. This this movie, it without credits, it's around an hour and 40, right? For the
Yeah.
first, like, I would say first hour and 10, 15 minutes, this movie does not have a single scare.
Oh wow, yeah.
There's not a single genuine scare. And I'm talking about like not even a big jump scare. And some of those will get me.
It
This
sounds like,
movie,
a horror movie that I would like, because so many times I go in and I'm just like, oh yeah, I was just like, oh, I don't want anything bad to happen. I'm like, wait a minute, what did I do? I just put on a horror movie.
well, actually, you may enjoy this one. I don't know. But regardless, if you're looking for like a straight up horror movie, it's probably not the way to go because this movie is more of a suspense mystery. And I actually thought Kate Hudson was really, really good here. Jenna Rollins is in it.
Uh-huh.
John Hurt is in it.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
Peter Sarsgaard is in it.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, so it has a top-notch cast. But yeah, man, it's not if for like a good hour, 10, hour 15. There's just nothing like it's not what the advertisements put out.
Well, I tell you what, man. What year is that movie from?
2005.
it's cool to go back to 2005 and see some good actors wander around the screen for a while, I guess.
Yeah, so I mean, there's that, and like I said, Kate Hudson is good. But
Well,
oh, go ahead.
you go ahead. I was going to change the subject a little bit.
No, no, no. I was actually going to change the subject and get into. Uh, so you're really not the biggest horror fan, right? But you do have your little list that.
I'm not a biggest horror fan, which is why I haven't seen all these staples. And there's something dumb about feeling like you need to see the staples, but there's also something fun about it. Just to get on, just to know what's going on in this big project called motion pictures.
So I guess what are the few movies this month that you are absolutely going to try to see? Which are the ones?
There is no absolutely going to see. I can tell you what I did see last night, which
Okay.
is Halloween.
Wow. First time, right?
Yes,
Okay. Did Lori watch it?
yes.
Okay, there we go. That's probably one of the staples. So let's go
Oh,
ahead.
I would say so. Yeah.
What?
I mean, everything about that movie is like everything that you think of as a horror trope, like that movie contains. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to pretend I can speak from an academic perspective about where some of these things came from, but when you think about, the beats of a horror movie, this just feels like absolutely it.
So what were your thoughts?
I don't know, man. I mean, I wasn't inspired by it. I didn't feel like it was worth it. For a long time, I would say that I didn't like horror movies and that they were just objectively useless, even negative, uh, force in the world. And it was because of movies basically like this. Uh, Not that you can't draw something out of it that's engaging, useful. I mean, you could wax about a movie like this. You could find the poetry in it, but it just feels very base. It doesn't. It feels like it's reaching for just our basest self. So it wasn't until I started seeing, very intelligently written. I mean, now we're kind of like in the elevated horror age, with
Do
A24 and stuff.
do
But
do you remember? And that was going to be another question I had. What do you remember the horror movie that kind of started like changing your mind or actually getting
I
you to be
think this is
open?
kind of embarrassing, but I think it was like Get Out, which is like not like just the purest horror, but uh, I saw that it was interacting with that genre, and I saw how smart it was, and I thought, oh, maybe there's something that this genre can do. And that was pretty late in the game, so I did like. I had an affection for kind of like older horror movies
Okay.
already,
Have you
and I
seen
understand like fear is it's so elemental. Like, of course, movies are going to interact with it.
Nosferatu, the old one and the new one?
Yeah, I've seen Nosferatu, the old one, not the new one.
Okay. You know that may be another one that you try to catch.
Yeah,
I
you're not
think
the first person to tell me that. I mean, I like the Dracula story is compelling.
yeah, I thought that the Robert Eggers one was really well done.
Oh, I'm sure it was. Those guys. I mean, he's a very talented guy.
Yeah, so that's not surprising that Get Out was your entry into the genre. Do you remember what was the follow up that kind of was like, okay, yeah, maybe I should
I
give this
just
a
I
shot.
just I just opened the door to it. So uh, for it was like for horror movies was like I was so long for with country music. It's like I just don't like country music. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's such a crazy thing to just write off an entire genre of anything. But I mean, I don't, like I said, I don't think it was without reason. There's so much of horror that is just schlock, and I don't like
Yeah.
that. It was, I mean, this movie last night, she spills like a little butter on her shirt, and then she just like takes all her clothes off in the kitchen. I'm like, what the heck is going on? It's just kind of just like a filthiness to it. And I was interested. I liked how low budget Halloween was. I liked of course, the kind of piano motif was really, really good, and effective. It's cool to see Jamie Lee Curtis at 20 years old, kind of cutting her way in, nepo baby.
Do you you've seen Psycho though, right?
Yeah, I've seen Psycho, and that's yeah. So I mean, really, like when I said, even back then when I was saying I don't like horror, like I was a huge Hitchcock nut. I mean, he doesn't do like a lot of straight up horror, to be honest, but um, obviously there was some overlap. There were some things that I did like. I did like to be scared. I like telling scary stories. But I had a bad impression of horror because uh, my impression of horror was just kind of like these B movie salacious pictures.
Well, I think that if you don't think you're going to be following the whole staples list. Now that I know this information, right? I may send you some recommendations that I think that will be the horror type of horror that may be up your alley.
Yeah, and send me all you want. I always like your recommendations. I mean, I pretty much kind of know now what I like in horror, and I've seen some good horror movies over the past, 5 or 6 years. And but I had this inclination to get the staples because there's a sense in which you want, if you're a movie fan and you like love talking to people about movies, then these kind of staples kind of get in your way from having the most expansive dialogue, and then you really have to think about whether or not it's worth it. I mean, I wouldn't recommend Halloween to anybody really, although it had some interesting qualities that were
Yeah,
good.
well, you'll definitely not like the Rob Zombie Halloweens or the David Gordon Green ones.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah,
I would be surprised if I kept venturing into that franchise. It's
yeah.
it's funny, it's just looking at it, it's so funny. It's like two, three, four, and the names start getting very funny, and then they reboot it, and then when they go back to the original, they still use the same name. And I think that's very funny.
Yeah, I mean Halloween. uh, what can I say that's already been said before? I mean, for me, it's a classic. I remember watching it back in Alabama, and had my brothers were watching it, and so of course that's how I watched it. But it's
I
just,
don't think he should have gone around killing those people, man. That's not right.
you know what, dude? You know what? You're gonna think this is weird me saying, but that movie is actually kind of soothing to me.
Uh, police? Yeah, I've gotta make a call.
No, no,
Report.
no. What I mean, it's not about the killing part. What I mean about it is that
Well, yeah, it's
the
autumnal. It's got like a nice lo-fi kind of vibe.
well, not just that, but it's more so like the whole town. Like the whole
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
you're
like
in
a
this
nice
neighborhood.
suburban small town. There's just a
Yeah,
sheriff patrolling, and there's the high school scene, where they're just
it
they're
remind it
creating their
reminds
textbooks.
yeah, it reminds me so much of back home. And it's
Yeah,
I
I
don't
can see
know,
that. And
man.
actually, honestly, the kills are not that aggressive. When you think about slashers, it's kind of a quiet movie. Even when he's like icing these people, he's like got like one hand on the throat. It's just like kind of
Yeah, no, yeah,
a
you're right.
shuffle. It's more like a shuffle than a struggle. And there's
Yeah,
not there's not a ton of blood. Uh, like like the first kill of the movie, it's just like you just hear, and he's just like behind his mask, and you're like, Oh yeah, they did not have a budget for this.
No, you could tell, but for that time, like it was doing a lot. A lot of people loved that. I mean,
So
to
is
this
Michael
day,
Myers, is he like a supernatural person? I mean,
of
because he got shot like 30 times and
yeah,
disappeared.
pretty much, dude, pretty much.
Okay. That's
I
not
was,
right, dude. You shouldn't be that evil and that invincible at the same time. That's not right.
dude, I was gonna recommend a movie that I don't, I doubt you've seen it, but it very much that whole it reminds me of Back Home, right? And I remember watching it with a friend back home. It Follows. Have you seen that?
So that is one that that I feel like that was like the genesis of elevated horror or something because whenever somebody wants to reference a horror movie that has more of a allegorical subtext to it, they always seem to bring up It Follows. No, I haven't seen it yet, but because I mean it's on my list, so many people have recommended it. So I mean I could see that getting watched
I
down the line.
I think that that should be one that you watch, especially after everything you've already discussed with me.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know basically what horror movies I'm gonna like, and they're sitting there on the list, and it's just like, I mean, I sometimes I feel like I could take them or leave them. But it's a genre I'm interested in. I really like stuff that's more like dis-ease. I love like a Skinamarink was in my top 10 that year. Uh, and I would say that's a horror movie.
Well,
So
I, I I'm gonna I'm gonna start thinking of some horror movies uh
you can.
to
I
send
mean,
your
but
way,
don't get your hopes up for me watching them. You know what I'm saying?
and for you listeners out there, once again, like Mitch said, don't get your hopes up. But if you have any recommendations, some that I haven't even seen, you know, make sure to.
No, listeners, we can't watch your movies. We've got too many movies already to watch. Listeners, don't even bother leaving a comment
No,
or
please.
liking or subscribing. You know what? Get out of here. Just go.
Yeah,
You
please.
stupid, dumb animal.
You know what? Maybe we should go that route, dude. You know how like in on YouTube channels they're like, yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Maybe we should tell our listeners not to like or subscribe, you know?
Oh, I didn't even want to talk about Halloween today. I wanted to talk about a movie I saw that you've seen,
All
and
right. Which
now
which
we
one is
don't have
it?
time.
No, we have a couple minutes.
Okay, fine. Yeah, good luck me like trying to make a title and a thumbnail out of this conversation. That's what I love about our conversations. Okay, I was on an airplane last weekend, as you know,
Uh-huh.
and on the airplane they had in-flight movies,
Okay.
and in their in-flight movies they had materialists.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so now that you've let me know what movie it is, maybe it's probably
I
best that
said
we
maybe
leave this for tomorrow's conversation.
you're gonna be the one that saves me.
So was that?
Do you know that song?
Yes, I know it. But just to give a sneak peek, you watched that one, and what was the other one?
Okay, on the way back, we turned on Mickey 17.
Okay. Yeah. So, well, listeners, thank
So,
you for tuning in today. That gives you a little bit of a sneak peek of tomorrow's episode. But yeah, now that you let me know you watched Materialist and Mickey 17, uh, we'll leave that for tomorrow. That way it gives you more time to talk about it.
okay, dog. Um, yeah, dog. That sounds good.
All right, and I'll talk to you later.
Hey, real quick though,
Uh-huh.
do you know who Jamie Lee Curtis's parents are?
Offhand, no, I do not.
Okay. What if I told you that her mother was Janet Leigh. Would that name mean anything to you?
It sounds familiar, yeah.
Okay. She is perhaps most famous for being in Psycho.
Oh, that's her. Wow,
Isn't that
both,
crazy?
yeah,
Couple
both.
of screen queens runs in the family.
There you go, man.
Um, I know her dad is Tony Curtis, but I don't think you're as familiar with his
Oh
work. You
yeah,
may
I
have
know
seen
Teddy
some.
Pierce.
Oh yeah, so that's kind of cool, right? I mean, she's got quite a heritage there.
All right, man. Well, I gotta go. I'll talk to you later.
All right, just one more thing.
Dude.
No, I'm just kidding. Have a good one, man.